Black and white day. How's everybody? Did you sleep well? I hope so. So, I woke up, had a little bit of a headache thing going on, but I've had that the last few mornings, and I know it's not me. It's just somebody trying to come in. So, of course, that means I have to do some sort of love reading, and I'm really not the biggest on wanting to do love readings because they're not something that I always want to talk about, but they seem to come out more than I'm, willing, I guess, to talk about. So I did a reading and exactly what I knew was going to come out. So then I'm like, all right, let's go to my homemade cards and see. And if the shit didn't come out. So we're just going to continue on it. And then I'm going to pull again from the Romance Angels and some Hidden Truths and then finish it off with the Angels. Just to get there. And I'm going to give you a little insight along the way. So we got your payoff, someone new. So if you've just recently or within the last few years or whatever, let somebody go, your payoff is coming in. Somebody new. Be true to yourself, accomplished choices, always gratitude, conceptual thought, knowing what's right in the moment, flow, discernment, emotional experience, choose your discipline, Halloween, which was yesterday, Archangel Michael, temperance, let's talk about it, I deserve the best, friendly chat, Archangel Gabriel, and become the best. And on the bottom was pause and experience. So, and I know this isn't just, I've been through this, but a lot of us, don't have that trust anymore with people and don't have the trust for a new relationship or trust the new people. So what do? We just go out and we have a lot of fun, we run the streets, we do this, we do that, da, da, da. I did it for a lot of years, but then I was like, why? Then I'm dealing with people that are just superficial. They're just, looking for one thing. They're, maybe you hang out a few times and then you're done. So then I just decided not to do any of that. And I've honestly haven't been in a relationship. I think this is going into year 8. And what have I done instead? Worked on me. And, some people always say, well, I can't be without anybody. Well, why is that? Do you not like yourself? Do you have to find your satisfaction in being with somebody? Now think about that. If you can't sit with yourself and be with yourself and figure out who you are, why do you think anybody else is going to want to? You got to like you a little bit, somewhat. I've never understood that concept of, well, I can't be by myself. I'm my second ex-husband. He was completely that way. And it's just like, when you look for your validation in other people, it's not truly you because you're taking something out of them to be you. That doesn't make any sense to me. You gotta work on the you to get the right person. So you do have, a payoff. Your payoff will come in if you choose to be you. But if you're showing the world a version of you that's not really you because maybe you're going through something right now or, your ego is getting in the way or whatever it might be, if you're not being true to you, you're not going to pull in the right people. And I was so guilty of that. Truly. Because I didn't want to work on me. And I didn't want to work on the things that I know I needed to work on. And when does that... oh my goodness. They don't want me to talk about something. A little water, a little coffee, a little everything. When you start to admit to yourself the things that aren't working and that you're pulling in all the wrong people because you're trauma bonding. When you have something in you that you're not willing to work on and you're not willing to give up because you think, oh, well, they did it. And you go into that victim mentality versus, owning who you are and the things that you've done also. You're never going to draw in the right people. So for the last 8 years, yeah, believe me, I've gone through my, you can't drink it away. You can't smoke it away. You can't, have sex with people and think it's going to go away. Those things don't work. Those are short term, not for the long haul. Yeah, you feel good in the moment and in the gratification of it. Now, I'm talking to my singles here. I'm not talking to all of you that are in committed relationships and you're blissfully happy. I'm talking about my singles here. And you need to know what's right, when it comes to people. And people are going to show you. I've said this statement before too, when people ask, well, what are you looking for in somebody? Well, let them show me. I'm not going to, say what I'm looking for or have my laundry list for people to say, okay, here, do you check all the boxes? No, that's not how you're going to get, in my eyes, a good person to fit you. Let that person show you who they are and their habits and their things, and then you make decisions from there. And, be adults about it and have conversations and, don't come screaming at somebody, go and say, hey, can we talk about this? This kind of bothered me and blah, 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 and explain yourself and do it in a communicative, Archangel Gabriel, communications, that's what they lead with, about what this relationship means and, what are we doing and, those kind of things. And in the end, you can separate friendly or you can continue with the relationship. And I just don't understand why it's so hard for people. Many of my exes, what they would do is they wouldn't want to, talk about anything, and they'd run and they'd go play with their friends, and then they'd come back with their tail between their legs and I'm sorry and I won't do it again. And guess what? And it went on for years. And I just kept taking it. And I'm like, why? Why am I beating my head, with somebody that truly doesn't know themselves or love themselves and want me to be a certain way? That makes no sense. So I have some angel cards. I'm going to pull a couple quick few here and see what this is going to give us. Okay. And we'll see if it gives like what we can see coming, in the next few weeks or so. Okay? Did you see? It flew. What does it say? Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Let's get a couple more. I laugh. You would think that, but Spirit always tells you what you need to know. Let me get new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Now, this may not have happened because, again, Halloween was yesterday. So, new love. Get a couple more. And then we'll get some hidden truth. I don't know. Been interesting. Very interesting. But I always say, around this time of year, the veil is the thinnest. So it's going to be, this time of year where you're going to have the most communications from Spirit. Love yourself first. Oh my God. I wish I could make it up, but I can't. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. One more. Okay. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So that's what you're going to need to do when this new person comes in. But the thing about it is you got to free yourself from the past things, the past relationships, how things worked. What can you do differently? What were you doing in those relationships that weren't working for you, right? Bottom of the card. Whoever this person is, this new person, they're going to want to take a little retreat with you. Go do it. Go have some fun. Go, relax, let down your guard a little bit, get to know each other, find out what, life has to show you. Let's dig a little. Let's see what this new person has to say. Give you a little insight into what's going on. I always say, sometimes it tells us, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it wants you to be surprised. Sometimes it doesn't want you to be surprised. But we'll see, what it has. Love is on the mind, people. I hide who I really am from you. So think about that. There's somebody, that, ooh, oh, wow, okay. Bunch of them. I remember every detail of that day. You speak to me through music. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. I am becoming a better person. I don't react when people mention you. I feel you leaving me behind. So, this I think is the past person. Not the new person. I think this is the past person. Yeah. I wish I had treated you better. So, let go of whoever that old person is. They're not the person for you. You have someone new coming in. You have new love. New love. But love yourself first, because that's where you're going to find that you attract the right people. Because when you love you, other people can love you the right way. There's a difference in that. So, I love you guys. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon.